and a nice hearth over here. Here's the food we cooked here.
In Samoa is, we just break apart the prawn. We did one of those, but instead of doing that, we stuffed the head with a little bit more prawn meat. So you just scrape it out onto the kalete and then enjoy it that way. Impact on both the culture and also the food. Heavy on the ginger, garlic.
Wow, there it is.
So here we have our
There's something in the water?
jojoba and butter essential oil. It'll go very well with that dessert.
Thank you. Hello again.
Hello.
I was wondering about dessert. There's always dessert, right?
Yes.
Okay, where's the dessert?
We have textures of Alaisa, a little play on Swa Alaisa, Kokolaisa in Samoa, but it's more leaning towards the Fa'ausi texture and the flavor of it. Yeah, and then we have our Masi Samoa with a little bit of coconut and Coco Samoa ganache. And then our what we have here is our bunny pepper, a little bit of coconut sauce as well. Start any which way you would like, but my favorite is always that one, and then the salmon, and then yes, exactly. Enjoy, guys.
You're being recorded.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, see? You'll be on YouTube in about 3 weeks.
Oh, oh yeah. Coming in a photo. You want a photo with them? Have a photo with us for our dining at.
Raining outside tonight. Big rain. Here I am at a vegetarian, Asian vegetarian restaurant. East Asian, I think it's called. East Vegetarian. East Vegetarian restaurant. Ordered a lot of things, including this yuzu non-alcoholic since it's Monday. And yuzu, which is a sour citrus, and something else, a cardamom flavored spice. It's pretty good. Well, I looked at the name. It's called East Restaurant. E-R. East Restaurant. And it's a vegetarian Asian restaurant. So that's what we're trying tonight. And I'm the only one here. I have to give up a table at 6:30. And so far I'm the only one here. As you can see, big restaurant. Maybe 2 people just showed up. Wow, a lot of flavor in this vegetarian food here. This, I think these are shiitake mushrooms. This tastes like, I mean, I don't know, not trying to make everything taste like meat, but this could be abalone, could be fried chicken wings. Really powerful flavor. Good. Quite dense somehow for some reason. And this is cauliflower with quite tasty too. Texture of shrimp or fish. Tactile difference. Look at that. Yeah. Mushroom. Tofu and broccoli here. Tofu's got some, sure, whatever, a lot of soy and flavors. This is the spring onion pancake. There's a dipping sauce on it. Pretty tasty too. This is an interesting street, Franklin Street. This is the way to up to the street that I had lunch on was Ponsonby Avenue. A lot of restaurants along that street. And this is, I always have to come up Franklin when I come from my hotel because there's a big freeway that kind of cuts through the city. And if you go over this area, the Ponsonby area, you have to kind of go down by the water, by Victoria Park, and then you come up the street. But it has a residential street in this Victorian architecture reminiscent of that style that you see all over the world, actually, all over America and all over the world. This kind of English bungalow, Victorian architecture. Nice day today. Couple clouds, but pretty sunny. Just had a pretty good lunch at Prego, Italian restaurant. There's 3 places I've eaten now on Ponsonby. Farina, the Italian restaurant, 2 nights. And then the owner or the bartender at that bar, he told me about Farina, told me to stop in at that bar where I ran into those 2 people, John and Shelley. They invited me to their house for lunch this Saturday. Today's Thursday and I leave next Thursday. So I got another week And that'll be exciting. I think that's going to be the first. Well, I've met people on my trip in the last 5 years, but this will be the first people that have invited me to their house. I always tell where you are in Auckland by orienting yourself to the tower. See it? There's a better view of the tower. I'm on my way to John and Shelley's house. I met them at Tinted Rose, which is the bar across the street from Farina, the Italian restaurant I ate up on Ponsonboy Avenue. And I ate at Fatima as a Farina has a recommendation from a bar I went to. I think it's called the Corner Store last week, a week and a half ago. The bartender told me to go to Farina for Italian food and then check out the bar across the street, say hi to the owner, which I did. And when I went in there just to say hello from the bartender, there were an older couple at the bar, and they overheard me and invited me to have a drink with them. So I stayed there for about an hour. Some flowers for take over to lunch today, and they took my information and they suggested we go to dinner or maybe have me over, and they decided to have a little get together at their house today along the marina. It's an area I haven't quite been to, a little beyond this Victoria Park. Anyway, that's where I'm headed right now for a 1 o'clock lunch. I think it's the first time in the 5 years since I've been on the road when I've met people and gone out to dinner with people, but this will be the first time that I believe someone's inviting me to their house. All right, we'll be getting some coverage later on. Also brought some really good apples. These New Zealand apples. I bought an apple called the Simply Red, which is probably one of the best apples I've ever tasted in my life. Almost as good as the Cosmic Crisp that I had in Seattle. Okay, we'll update. Still walking along the freeway. Houses up there, pretty close now. Freeway to my right, and that's the right, can't see it, but the water's over there. And then we turn left up here. So their house is somewhere up there off to the left. Now walking along, there's the path. Deviates off the main path. And their house is right up in here somewhere off to the left. The map told me to go to this house off of that path along the beach, but I wasn't sure that there was maybe the back door, so I went around to the streets, which is what I'm doing. Should be very close to here. One of these houses over here, number 12. Turn the camera around, look for it together. 4. Number 4, number 7. So it's on the other side, across the street. Maybe that blue house? 6, 8. Now that's 10. Must be next to this blue one. Hey. Boy, it smells great in here. It's smelling better and better all the time.
Just like the wine cellars in May, you can see that they most probably have just bought an apartment local and they've got their friends visiting. Yeah, I can understand why. It was beautiful.
Legs are good, but because of my shoulder.
Yeah, I'll give you 16, and then I felt really bad.
Oh,
Client keeps on giving me these pieces every year.
Interesting.
I think this newspaper about her, and I thought I quite like that. I emailed her and said, could we buy that off you?
yeah. You've got the ink work, but quite a different style. Very Pacific Island, this one.
Okay, we're going to the wine cellar, John's famous wine cellar. I've heard a lot about this, and so now we're going to see it. I don't think we were going to go if I didn't bring it up. Going around the house, went through the garage.
Tired of lying in the sunshine.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, for God's sakes, man.
Over there, we're just gone now.
Well, Dave, you know about all this? Did you help participate in the?
I've been down here a few times.
Ah, I
And,
see.
it contributed in no small part to my heart attack
Ah,
last year.
I see. I thought wine was good for the heart.
There's some interesting artwork up here too. This is an actual Rolling Stones tour to New Zealand post in 1973, obviously, and an auction piece that John picked up, which was the 2010 New Zealand football team when we made it to the World Cup.
Oh,
In South
nice.
Africa. That was the last time New Zealand made it to the World Cup.
World Cup in rugby.
It's 18, we don't know.
And how do you find your wines?
Well, that's the thing. I'm just proving that I'm actually not that competent at the moment.
But you read magazines? You like taste? Are you buying after you taste them? How do you do it?
Here we go. Brico Fiasco. I love
I'm Charlotte and I'm up in Auckland for work from Wellington, so quick flight for me. I work for an airline, so I get to fly a little bit, and I go out and
Hello. How are you? Well, here we are, John and Shelley, and we're having this is my bon voyage meal.
Kill myself if I try to do it.
Because I spent my every day here. Thank you for the help. I'm not really on the beach fan.
Jump, step on it.